Hello guys, it's Jace and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you become more disciplined. When I was young, my parents always tell me that, Jason, you need to be less careless and more disciplined. And that's true. When I was young, I was so undisciplined. But right now, I was able to be more disciplined than ever. I did some things in order to make me more disciplined. In fact, I was able to work on my blog for like 4 months straight, consistently. And I was able to make videos in this channel for about a month now, consistently, which is quite different from what I was before. So, is being disciplined hard? Yes, it is really hard, but if you really work on it, you can improve your discipline. And in fact, here I have 5 tips in order for you to improve your discipline. It's what I've been using, it worked for me, and I also hope that it worked for you. So tip number 1 is having a highlight for the day. And what I mean by the highlight is it is the most important and the most prioritized goal for today. It's what I've been using in order to stay consistent. And remember, I said a highlight. I did not say highlights because it's important to just have 1 and at maximum 3 highlights for the day. You don't want to make it a lot because it's going to be very complicated and it will prevent you from being consistent and being disciplined. For example, right now my highlight is to record this video which you've been watching. I will not end my day if I didn't make this video because that is my highlight. It's my priority and it's all written in my journal. If you want to learn more on how can you apply this highlight, you can check my video about journaling, which I've taught, where you'll only do like 5 minutes of journaling, but it's going to be very, very effective. But one part of that is having your highlight for the day, which for me is one of the most important things that you need to develop if you want to improve yourself. Tip number 2 is removing temptations. Don't tempt yourself. If you want to be more disciplined, you need to remove temptations as much as possible because we are all humans. We slip up. We all have flaws. So we need to remove these temptations. In my example, when I am working, I remove my phone in front of me and I put it on the other side of the room. It is very effective because disciplined people are not really the ones who can resist all temptations. Well, there are people who are like that. I found that the majority of the people that you see very disciplined are just the people who don't put temptations in front of them. Tip number 3 is the 5-second rule, which I've been using on the days where I don't feel like doing things because I'm just a human and there are just some days where I don't feel like doing things. For example, in all honesty, I don't really like to record myself in front of a camera, especially today. But what I did is I did the 5-second rule in order to force me into doing deliberation before recording this video. And that alone helped me a lot with forcing myself into doing things. So the 5-second rule is a concept that I learned from the book, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, where she told that if you want to force yourself into doing things, you just count from 5 to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then I started doing my deliberation before making this video. What happens is that I made a habit that would force me to doing things even if I don't like it. And that's exactly the 5-second rule. I've made a video about the 5-second rule. And if you want to know more about the 5-second rule, I'll put the link of that book summary on the description box. It's going to be more detailed than how I explained it in this video. So tip number 4 is to treat yourself. Because I see a lot of people that's just being too harsh on themselves. But you can't be disciplined if you can't make things slightly more appealing. For example, if I did a good job, I'm going to treat myself with some food or drinks just to make it more fun. And making difficult things fun is one of the core fundamentals of discipline. Because our willpower is limited, and if we are just able to conserve our willpower, we're going to be more disciplined. So remember to make things more appealing. And to make things more appealing, it's very, very simple. You just have to treat yourself. And treating yourself does not mean that you should go to a fancy restaurant. It could just be as simple as a drink or a meal. And I have a friend who has gummy bears as his treat when he studies, which helped him also graduate with honors. So tip number 5 is moving on. And what I mean by that is there are lots of people, including me, that when we have some bad moments in our day, we're just going to give up the whole day. And the thing is, it's not right. Because a day has 1,440 minutes, and we are all humans, so we make mistakes. So what if we made a mistake for like 5 minutes? We still have thousands of minutes left for the day. Why break our day with just a tiny mistake? And I've learned that the hard way. And what I've learned in life is that I should not just give up whenever I see a tiny resistance, because that's just life. If ever we've made some bad decisions, if we've ever did some mistakes, we have to forgive ourselves and to move on. And remember that we can always react to changes. So for example, we made the mistakes, we've seen some damages. What we can do is to amend or resolve this problem. For me, this is one of the lessons that helped me a lot, and it deserves to be in this list. Because you cannot be disciplined if you cannot forgive yourself. Because even me, I make a lot of mistakes, but I know that I should forgive myself, learn from my mistakes, and to react on those changes or those mistakes positively. If you want to see more of me, please like this video, and I'll see you next time.